These storms seem to have been with us for quite some time now. They're slowly moving out of here. Let's get the latest on their track from Mallory Chanel. And Mallory, it's amazing the damage they've been able to do to North Carolina, as we just saw in that report, even though they never came really ashore.
Right. The wind field, of course, the impacts just with the ocean, the rip currents, the rough surf. It doesn't have to make landfall to make an impact. And of course, that's what we saw this week. Thankfully, impacts weren't even worse than they could have been because this storm took that hard right turn early in the week and is now headed toward Bermuda. So it is heading away from the mainland U.S. What you're seeing here on the satellite, the remnants of Humberto, which was a major hurricane that has greatly weakened here, and it's getting pulled into the frontal system, and eventually some of the remnants get pulled into Imelda. We had a clear eye here on Imelda on the satellite as it continued to strengthen today into a Cat 2, and once again it's pushing off toward the northeast here. So it will make an impact over Bermuda late today and into early tomorrow before it continues to race off to the east and northeast and continue to weaken as it does so, and it encounters those cooler water temperatures. Back here at home, we have been in a very quiet weather pattern that continues onward through the work week into the weekend as well. It's not until we head into next week that our pattern starts to change. So we are really under the influence of an upper level ridge, also some high pressure at the surface. That keeps us dry and unseasonably warm to kick off October. Once we head into next week, we'll get more of that southerly flow, some moisture streaming back in here along with the front. But in the meantime, we're talking pretty consistent high temperatures in the 80s across the board. So thankfully not upper 80s, but we're still talking low to mid 80s now through the weekend when our average high is 77 degrees for October 1st. We're at 85 currently in Louisville, 88 down in Bowling Green, 86 in Evansville and Nashville, 83 in Lexington. So pretty uniform across the region here, more of those 70s off to our north and east. Satellite and radar across the region, very, very quiet. So not much to track here. Once again, thanks to that ridge and that high pressure overhead. Your hour by hour futurecast back here at home through this evening, staying quiet and warm in the 80s. We'll fall into the 70s once that sun does set, and then overnight lows will cool back off into the upper 50s and low 60s by early tomorrow morning. Expect partly sunny skies for your Thursday. Temperatures warming into the 70s at lunchtime, and those highs once again back in the 80s by the afternoon. Looking ahead to St. James weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Much of the same here, mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies, temperatures in the low to mid 80s. We love to see a rain-free St. James weekend, and that will be the case this year. Once we head into next week, as I mentioned, that's when that pattern will start to change. So much of the same, copy and paste here through Sunday. Overnight lows will remain comfortable thanks to low humidity, so expect those lows in the upper 50s and lower 60s. But next week, 30% chance of rain Monday. Best chance looking to be Tuesday at this time. Could linger into Wednesday, and that is when those temperatures should be falling back closer to climate normals with highs in the 70s. Doug.